In this third video of Mastering the Caro-Kann, you'll be learning how to play against all things related to Nc3. So let's start with the d4 and Nc3 lines. We go taking e4, knight takes e4 for white, and now black goes bishop f5, attacking the knight and e4. White usually goes knight d3, attacking her bishop. We go back to g6, and white has two major options, h4 or knight f3. The most popular option is h4. We go h6 to make sure that we don't get trapped. They go knight f3, then we go knight d7. h5 happens, now bishop h7. So white usually goes bishop d3, but just exchange on d3. After the queen takes, we go e6. They go bishop b2 to castle queenside. We go knight f6. They castle queenside, and we go bishop b7. Try to castle kingside. So white goes usually king b1. So a lot of times in this structure is about castling the queenside. For white, they go king b1 to make sure that there's no text on this diagonal. So now we just kingside castle, and we're safe. So white goes knight e4, we exchange. They take back on e4, and we go knight f6. They go queen e2, and we go queen d5. So then white can do knight e5, but there's no problem. We go queen e4. If they exchange and e4, we'll take back the knight, and it'll be equal endgames chances for black. So this Caro-Kann opening repertoire, I want to focus on having equal, easy to play endgames. So what if white goes knight f3 instead of playing h4? Now we go e6. White goes bishop d3 usually. We go knight g7. White goes castling kingside. We go knight gf6. White goes then rook e1. And we just go bishop b7 to try to castle kingside ourselves. In this case, white goes c4 usually, so just castle kingside, no problem. And now white usually takes on g6 with a bishop. We take back with the h-pawn, bishop f4, and now we go rook e8. White goes now queen e2, just to connect the rooks on the first rank, and we go c5. Putting pressure in the center. So white takes on c5 usually, and we take back with the bishop. They go rook d1 from the a rook, and there's a pin on d7. So we just go out of the pin with queen b6, and black is really standing good. So going way back in the past, what if they do the two knights attack? So this way, knight c3, and now knight f3. I've seen many games by Bobby Fischer. It's the white side that play this system with knight f3, knight c3 with against the Caro-Kann. But we just do bishop d4 to pin the knight on f3. They go usually h3, taking the bishop on g4, and we take the knight, take back with the queen, and now black goes e6. So they go d3 usually, and we go knight d7. So notice the pattern that we just do knight d7 before we do knight f6. So keeping that in mind is like a pattern that we usually see. Knight d7, bishop b2, queen b6, putting pressure on this guy. They castle queenside. So you notice that after bishop b2, they want to tend to castle queenside. So queen b6, castling queenside, and now we go d4. Attacking the knight at c3. They go knight e2, and black goes a5, which is novelty. Has not been played by anyone in the databases. But this move, I argue, is a really good move for black to attack this queenside against the king. So white usually does a move like g4, attacking us and the king side, but we go bishop b4. White can go c3. We take on c3. They do bishop takes c3. We'll take that back with a bishop on b4. They go knight c3. And now black goes c5. just controlling against this d4 push. So we go c5 to prevent that. So they can go queen e3, but just do knight e7. They go d4, but we'll take there. Queen takes back. Queen takes there. Rook takes there. And knight c6 attacking the rook with tempo. So notice that we do this knight e7 move not in f6 because we want to have this tempo. So knight c6 now is attacking the rook. So if they go back to d2, for example, we go king e7. And this is a very equal endgame for black. And black has really good chances to have a good game.